The Big Valley was the last hurrah of the TV Western craze of the 1960s, so it's no surprise that many of the show's stars have since passed on. But two major actors are still with us, and if you've been keeping up with popular culture over the last 5 years, you know who they are. Big screen westerns might have been falling out of favor at the US box office in 1965, but TV westerns were still swaggering their way to strong ratings thanks to Bonanza, Gunsmoke, and the Wild Wild West. With Rawhide finally drawing to a close that year, allowing Clint Eastwood to become a modern western star, there was suddenly room for a new, sudsy ranch-bound saga about scheming landowners and warring heirs. The Big Valley whooped it up for a solid 4-season run on ABC, running out of steam in 1969. Viewers were hooked on the doings at the Barkley Ranch, a wide spread of land bequeathed to Barbara Stanwyck's Victoria Barkley by her late husband. Victoria is a fiercely proud woman and as formidable a matriarch as television has ever had. She watched over 3 capable sons played by Richard Long, Peter Breck, and Lee Majors, and Linda Evans portrayed her vivacious daughter Audra. The Big Valley was a 19th century set precursor of sorts to nighttime soaps like Dallas and Dynasty, and it launched the careers of 2 actors who would become major TV stars in the 70s, and these 2 stars are still with us today. Lee Majors was in his mid-20s when he landed his first major role in television or film as illegitimate half-brother Heath Barkley on The Big Valley. The character had to brawl his way into the family, but was ultimately accepted. Majors was a sturdy athletic type, but was a touch too stolid to be a major movie star. He found his ideal role in 1973 as Colonel Steve Austin, aka the $6 Million Man, a vibe he effortlessly carried over to The Fall Guy in 1981 as stuntman Colt Seavers. Majors was a heartthrob to be sure, but he didn't have a natural charisma with his female leads like some of his big screen contemporaries. So once The Fall Guy ended in 1986, he was largely relegated to supporting parts. Most recently, he popped up at the end of David Leitch's 2024 The Fall Guy adaptation as a cop.
And you have the right to remain silent. So shut the hell up.
Born in Hartford, Connecticut, but raised in Los Angeles, Linda Evans was on a rocket ship to celebrity beginning with her days at the fame and fortune springboard that is Hollywood High School. Evans had the looks and the vivacity to be a major movie star, but she got her break early on in television and, after a string of guest appearances, broke through to the small screen big time in the Big Valley. Then in her early 20s, Evans was viewed more as a sex symbol than a serious actor, which was bunk because she was holding her own weekly in scenes with much more experienced performers.
I'm really a case, aren't I?
You're a mighty pretty one.
She sought out film stardom in the 1970s, but the parts were rarely worthy of her. Nowadays, her most memorable movie performance is likely in the lousy 1975 Joe Don Baker cop thriller Mitchell, later made famous by Mystery Science Theater 3000.
You've got me wrong. I'd like a glass.
Okay, Your Majesty.
Evans' next television triumph arrived in 1981 with Dynasty, where she torched the screen as the fiery Crystal Carrington. Again, she was terrific here, but all anyone seems to remember about her time on the long-running series is her epic on-screen catfights with co-star Joan Collins.
How dare you talk to me about my son?
His son too, Alexis.
When the series ended in 1989, she gradually drew back from acting altogether. Aside from a small role in 2021's critically acclaimed drama Swan Song, she is basically retired. At the age of 81, she's more than earned her leisure time.